Welcome to the McDowell Sonoran Conservancy. This video is to demonstrate logging of volunteer hours by stewards. This can be accomplished on phones, laptops, desktops, and tablets, but most people find it easier to go through this process on a laptop or a desktop because of the larger screen and better integration with the web page. If you have any difficulties at any time with the technical parts of this, please contact the Conservancy office and they will refer you to an IT person to get you through it. So first thing we do after getting to the main Conservancy webpage is we need to log into the Steward World area. This is in the top slightly right-hand side of the main webpage and says Login. Point to that and left-click with your mouse, and it will take us to the Steward World program part of the web page. If you have not logged on to this or have not logged in recently, it may ask for your username and password. But once you've done that, it will typically take you directly here for quite some time. We next need to go into the reporting area, which is in the menu bar at the top under reporting, and we left-click on the reporting. This will take us to the page where you're probably looking at this video, and we need to click to report your hours here in the middle of the page. Same thing, left mouse click. This will bring us to the reporting page, and you can see from the drop-down list on the left that we can report, which is what we'll be doing here. There's also a reporting summary, which will show you all the hours that you've logged in the various programs. There's a steward list, which is very helpful in looking up fellow stewards and their contact information. You can update your own steward details or change your password. Right now, we're just going to go with reporting. So let's pretend we went on a hike today. So we're going to move the cursor down to the date, left click, and it will bring up a calendar menu. It will default to today, which is the 26th of April. So I'm just going to click on this to fill in the field. Next, we can go to a program. And like I said, we did a hike. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer down to the hike program and click on that. And when I go over to the hours, we have up and down buttons, and we can click on those to add hours in half-hour increments. Or if we get carried away, I can back it down to 2, which is what we did today. You can also enter multiple dates here. Let's say we did a pathfinding program last Tuesday, so I can go back and highlight the 18th, and it will fill in the date field with the 18th. Can select the Pathfinder program, as I said, and again, 2-hour sessions. Now, when we're happy with this, we need to be sure to go down to the Submit button in the lower right and click on the Submit. Once we've done this, we'll get a confirmation from the web page that indicates that 2 volunteer sessions have been saved. And we look below, we have 2 entered here, everything is in agreement, and we click OK. And that's all there is to it, unless we're going to do patrol hours. So if you're not a patroller, go have some fun in the preserve. If you're a patroller, stay tuned. Again, let's say we went out today and did a patrol. We're going to click on the 26th, and I did a foot patrol of 1 hour. Now, if you notice, once I hit patrol foot here, the south area and the north area will become highlighted. These are the 2 areas of the preserve where we need to log where and which trails we actually patrolled on. So I'm going to pretend we went up to Brown's Ranch. Click on the north central area. This brings up a box that looks rather confusing because it's compressed and shows every trail in the preserve. We need to enlarge that and center it so we can pick the trails that we've actually walked on and done our patrol. So this map can be enlarged by either using the wheel on your mouse like this, or there are buttons with a positive and negative here in the lower right that I'm clicking. So now we have the resolution that we want. We can see individual trails, but I can't see what I'm really after here at the top. It's off the page. So I need to grab that map and pull it to the south. So I left click on the mouse button, holding it down, and now moving the mouse down so that I've got Browns Ranch centered where I need it. And this is the Browns Ranch trailhead. Having a map next to you can be helpful until you're very familiar with these trails. This is still a little small for my eyes, so I'm going to increase the size one more click, and I'm going to use the left mouse button and drag this so it's centered on the hike that I'm on. I started at Browns Ranch. I went up Upper Ranch, so I'm just going to click on the places where I went, down Rustler, back Hackamore, and this is the loop that I did. So if I'm happy with that, with no incidents, haven't made any mistakes, I merely push the save, and it has recorded what I need to know. Now if I've clicked on a wrong button, let's say I clicked on power line by mistake. In order to get that off of the screen, I click on it a second time, and it will bring up this trail report issue, which is really designed to report a problem that we've encountered on the trail. But we can also use the clear button here at the bottom right in order to return the color of the power line button to its original color, indicating that I haven't been there. So if we're happy with that, we press save and move on. Now we've got our pins highlighted in the areas that we've patrolled, and we're in good shape. So I'm going to press submit. Same thing as before, it's going to come up one volunteer session, and we press OK. Same thing can be done. 3 or 4 different patrol sessions can be entered at one time. Now let's go back and pretend that we had a problem on the hike that needs to be reported to the city. So today we have the 26th. We did a foot patrol. We went out for an hour, and we went to the north area again. Again, I'm going to use my mouse controls to highlight the area where I hiked. And I'm going to do the same route, Upper Ranch, Rustler, Hackamore, and back home. But let's say we encountered a problem on Rustler Trail. So there's a cactus that fell down in the middle of the trail, and it's blocking the trail. So I'm going to click on the Rustler icon, and we're going to come up to a report trail issue menu. We click the down button in the trail problem type. We have either emergency or maintenance. This will be better described by the construction and maintenance people, but basically an emergency action needed is something like a large animal hole in the trail where somebody could hurt their ankle, or a large swirl blocking the trail, making people go off trail to go around the trail. A maintenance action would be mild erosion or some branch that's in the trail that doesn't need immediate attention, but the construction and maintenance people need to know about it. So we're going to consider this an emergency because there's a large swirl that's actually blocking the trail. So I'm going to click on emergency, and we fill in the description. I've actually created this to make this quicker, but the description would be a cactus down, and if we have GPS points from our phone or GPS point, it would be perfect to put these in. The description blocking the trail. It's a 1/4 mile west from the Rustler and Upper Ranch trails on the Rustler Trail. Another thing that helps the construction and maintenance people tremendously is an actual picture of the problem. If you take a picture with your phone and text it to the general number, which I will show at the end of this video, it helps the construction people really understand what the problem is. When you take pictures, please put something on the screen that indicates scale. A bike, another person, a hiking pole, something to get the idea of the size and the orientation of the problem. Once we're happy with this, I'm going to press save. Save again. But before we do this, just for noticing, the icon now is red here, the little pin, which shows that there is a problem in that area. So I'm going to press save. And now normally I'd press the submit button here, but I don't want to do this on this demonstration video because it'll just make the construction people all excited over something that's not real. So you do the same thing, hit the submit, you get the confirmation, and you're good to go. Now on the next screen is the phone number for the Preserve staff from Scottsdale. And the process for the phone is to take a picture, send it to the phone, and indicate in your text the best you can the location and the urgency of the problem in your opinion. Thanks for all you do for the Conservancy, and have a good day.